Very good question, but the problem I have with the Ten Commandments mostly is the things that the Ten Commandments is lacking. Now, I got to ask you the question, which Ten Commandments are you talking about? Are you talking about the original Ten Commandments that Moses came down the mountain and threw it down because he saw the people with a golden calf and then killed 3,000 people thereafter, and then went back up the mountain and came down and it had a whole new set of Ten Commandments, which only about 3 or 4 are more similar to the first ones? But I do have a problem with the first portion of your Ten Commandments, that it's all devoted to this deity and the worship of this deity. Doesn't this deity have enough to say about how you should worship it and all the holidays that it causes you to have, with the feast holidays, the atonement holidays, and all these other holidays that you're supposed to worship this deity? But it spends 4 of those commandments wasting your time about keeping the Sabbath and worshiping this deity. Yeah, I'm not a thief. I'm not a murderer. Those were good ones. Don't covet your neighbor's wife. That's another good one. Be obedient to your parents. But what if your parents are horrible? What if your parents are abusing you and treating you foul with no respect of you being a person? Should you still respect them? But it's the commandments that's lacking in this book that I find most unappealing. What about a commandment that says that, hey, you know what? How about no slavery of any kind whatsoever, whether it's indentured servitude or chattel slavery? How about no slavery? How about one that says that women should be treated as equally as men and should be able to inherit property and so on and so forth? How about that? How about one that says that daughters should have the choice of whom they want to marry and shouldn't be sold off by their fathers to a husband? How about that one? How about a commandment that actually says that you shouldn't give your firstborn child to this guy, whether it is through child sacrifice or through the priesthood? That would be another good one to have in there. That'd be a good one. How about, hold on now. How about one that says no war? How about a commandment that says that? How about one that says instead of selling products to the poor at cost, that you just give it to the poor? How about that one? Just giving to the poor. Just give to the poor. That's Leviticus 25, by the way, if you can't find that one. How about one that says that you don't have to mutilate your children by cutting off their foreskin as a covenant to this God? How about some of that right there? Yeah. How about you should share resources with those countries that are less fortunate than you? How about one that that nobody should physically, sexually assault anybody, and then how about that, instead of giving rules, if they do sexually assault a young virgin girl, that all the guy got to do is pay the father 50 pieces of silver? You know, I know there's the other ones that say that they got to kill that person, but how about one that says that you don't have to marry your assailant? That would be a good one right there, a good one. So it's the things that this book leaves out that would be that's more offensive than the few things that it has in there that you want to say is the Ten Commandments. So I think your God, just like he did a rewrite for Moses, I think we should do a rewrite without having to kill 3,000 people first to do that rewrite, because we know that this God is so caught up in the jealousy of himself that he got to make sure he got all his stuff in about worshiping him and deifying him and all this stuff. And one last one. How about no animal sacrifice? Can we do no animal sacrifice? That'd be a good one too. No animal sacrifice.